In today's video, we're going to go over the steps to factoring. When you're given an expression and told to factor, you can check through the following criteria in this order. The first thing to check is there a common factor? And remember, numbers, variables, and possibly their exponents. So if there is a common factor, you can take it out from each term and attempt to factor the rest of this following the next step. Step 2, the next thing to ask ourselves is it a difference of squares? And so the criteria to knowing whether something is a difference of squares is it a binomial? Is there a negative sign in the middle? And are both terms perfect squares? If all of these are yeses, then you know that is a difference of squares. And so you can go back and look at the videos where we factored a difference of squares. I'm going to leave a link up here in the card. Click on it so you can learn how to factor using a difference of squares. The third step, if your expression is not a difference of squares, is to check, is it trinomial? Is it a trinomial in the form ax squared plus bx plus c? And a is equal to 1. That's a very important part, right? A is equal to 1 because that's going to change the way you factor that expression. So if it follows this third criteria, then try to use trinomial factoring. Again, I'm going to link it up there so I don't really have to explain too much again, so you can go watch that video if you do not know what trinomial factoring is. But just to give a little bit of context, trinomial factoring is pretty much finding two numbers that multiply to give C and add to give B. And you're just going to put that in both brackets and your equation will be factored. Now, if it's not in this form, there's one more thing to check. And that is this next step, 4. Is it a trinomial in the form ax squared plus bx plus c, but a is not equal to a 1? The equal sign with a slash is not equal to. So if that happens, then if this criteria is met, then you can use the decomposition method. Again, I have a video for that, so go check that out. I'm not going to really go over what exactly it is.